No, I hate those feelings where I always have the like the point where I'm about to cry or any emotion that's about to burst. Because for me, I'm the type of person who just absorbs like the emotions instead of like reacting to it immediately. Sometimes I do, but for me, it's like long term. It will affect me gradually. Like it will like creep up and be like, hey, it's affecting you now. I'm like, I didn't know, and then it will just feel like this feeling of whatever emotion is in mind, which could be like sadness, for example, which I felt, and that piled up and piled up. But then when I don't release it, because sometimes I do not know how to release it as well. For me, it's a painful feeling, and it is a painful feeling. But it's like for me, it's like a different painful feeling of not trying to, like you can't just cry out and stuff, right? I usually just cry out, you know, and privately when I can, if I do have the chance and I really want to feel it, and like something like really pops the bubble with that, and I could just cry out and release the emotions I have. And the crying emotions, for me, if I need to really really release it, I'll watch like a heartwarming movie or like a sad part of a scene of a movie. That's when I could really cry a lot because of the excellence and stuff. Like I cry when I see something beautiful as well, like something awesome happening. It just fills my heart with like joy, but in a good way, like good crying. Like I transform the bad crying into good crying by watching some movies. And if I see a sad scene as well, it's gonna make me cry, and that could help me relieve the breaking point if I can't, cry when I need to, because it's gonna be affecting me long term if I don't get rid of me like crying. And really, when I cried that hard, I usually just smile. Not cause it's like, hey, I cried. No, I smile cause kind of like gone, but I know what to do. Like I kind of know how to like battle it off. Sometimes it will work. Sometimes it's helpful to know that. But I usually don't want to cry in public, even though it's kind of hard for me because I have almost cried in public. Actually, I've almost cried because I usually have the breaking, the saddest feeling like again, but I usually just cry when I hear someone talking about something sad or something relatable that I want to have like a dream that they also achieve like me, like the same goals and stuff. It will kind of make me want to cry and be like, like it will bring out those, it will be like the needle. Sometimes random stuff from public can turn into like the needle to pop me from to cry and stuff, and it sucks. But I usually I don't like crying in public because I don't want to make others feel bad and make the energy around just like kind of feel like dead or like saddened. Like want everyone to be fine and go on without me having the event to cause it to make them worry, because I don't want them to worry. I want them to continue and like do wonderful things. And I can handle it on my own. Sometimes I can't, but sometimes I will, and it's just randomized really. That's why I kind of do not want to cry in public. Sometimes it can happen, and I would just try my best to not like. I would do it silently, and I would not cause a scene and everything. I would not go full blown. I would really handle my best if I can to minimize the loudness or me like you know crying a lot, and so people cannot see and be like, oh, is he crying? I don't want that to happen. Not because yeah, yeah, like from before that you said, I'm sorry. I'm kind of I'm not that good at recalling and good at explaining, but hopefully you guys could decipher whatever rambling they try to say and stuff. It'll, at least if it gets the message across, then it's great. I'll feel happy about that. I'm getting off topic. So what I usually just do not do, I kind of try to stay away, is just smile when you're feeling like you're bad and horrible and like you just want to like don't try to like hide it or like suppress it or censor it. Like that's not like, by smiling, sure, it's gonna help sometimes, but it's not good, and it's gonna make you kind of feel like more, like it's gonna want more out, and it's gonna want to like it's gonna push you and like change you negatively, and it's gonna keep pushing until you do cry. And you gotta not smile, because I know a person who does that, and it kind of like pained me because I'm like, you need to cry, like you can't be doing this, because for me I feel like it's gonna hurt you more negatively, and I don't want that to happen. And I'm not saying it in a mean way too. I don't want to be mean as well and say, "Do cry, you gotta cry." Like I'm not trying to say it in that way. I don't want to be misunderstood, you know. And you're trying to like help them out and stuff, and you know, slowly it kind of worked, and like, help them out of it. It's great, but I noticed that, and I don't want like other people to follow the same thing, to just smile, like hide away your pain. There's people out there who are willing to listen to you and really acknowledge your pain as well, and don't be afraid to reach out and like get help and express your feelings, or and vent, and do that to like the people you trust, or like a family member or something, someone that means to you, and they will understand and listen to you. Don't be afraid to reach out. It could even be a random person, but you gotta really know how the person is before you actually like start talking, because sometimes they'll be busy. It's really randomized, and you just gotta think it through, right? And I could listen to you guys even if you're sad and you want help to try to cry. I will listen to you guys, and you guys are really like, you guys have like the biggest hearts. I know you guys have the biggest hearts in you and stuff. So it's more better to release your emotions, like crying, whatever, and then just like smile after, knowing that you actually fought it off and you feel better because you did fought it off. Crying does not make you weak. It's like it's like understanding and refreshing your mind and stuff. Like you cry, you feel the guilt and stuff, and now you feel a little bit resolved, and you feel like you showed what you want to really show, instead of like you know showing like something that you did bad and you just don't want that, and you just cry to make you like repay that like bad thing you did, basically. And really, I really hope that you guys learn something from this, or like it helps you out at least once in life. It will mean a lot to me, but it's just I want to take care of you guys as well, and I want to incorporate that. Like I just want to take care of you guys as well, even if I do change, not like super, but like if I change content, like I do some gamings or do like some other stuff that I probably like, because some of you like guys probably will want this and that, and I will listen to you, and that might be in the future, but don't worry, because I will still try to post videos that refer to me, and if it helps you, hopefully it works out, and if it doesn't, at least you learn something from me, and hopefully you could share that with someone else. Help someone else that needs that. Take care of them as well. Take care of everyone. I want everyone to take care of each other in the community as well. It's gonna be amazing. We all can go through it. We all will cry. We'll do it together. We all do it together. I love you guys.